What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Night Game Channel. My name is AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Fire Emblem 3 Houses. This is the Golden Deer playthrough. Hashtag Fear the Deer. Alright, let's do some instruction. We're doing this instruction and then getting on with the main missions and everything. Is Pegasus Knight, not a Falcon. Oh yeah, it doesn't have the I almost said authority. That's not the right term. Come on, motivation. There we go. Brain form words. Already, Holy Knight, Falcon Knight, Wyvern Rider. I think I've gotten everybody pretty much where I want them to be. Just kind of looking around like what I can mess with and when I, you know.
You make
Bum. And happy. Let's get that up to a B+.
Yearling.
There we go. A in dark magic. Other than that, might as well put some points there. Jesus, nobody's got any motivation right now. Oh, crap. Sorry. Misclick. And finally, why not? Let's work with Ignatz. There we go. Begin training.
Professor.
No, you're fine. I'm pretty sure she's already a warlock.
Yes, these herbs will do. Though I note we're short on arcane crystals. I'll make a note to keep some in reserve next time. Yes, that's everything. All I need now is a test subject for the ritual.
Yeah, what?
Not a what, who? Meaning you. Now, lie still, please. Fair point. A bit of rest to clear my head would be good for the next steps. Let us leave off here, and I shall see you again in the morning. I'd better make some headway on this tomorrow. Every day counts, you know. If I can complete this ritual, I'll be famous throughout the known world for it. The prestige it will bring me is necessary to restore my fallen house. Or was your question, why go to so much trouble for a fallen house? Because
Can it be the first one?
As were all my ancestors, and our line has endured too long to end with me. Oh, yes, you don't know. Well, seeing as you are serving both as my research assistant and test subject, I should explain myself. House Nouvelle was granted its peerage shortly after the establishment of the Empire. For generations, the heads of our house have been scholars of magic. They often enjoyed appointments to esteemed posts within the Empire. However, during the Insurrection of the Seven, we cast our lot with the Emperor and were punished for it. We suffered further losses when we were used as a sacrifice to Dagda and Brigid during their attack. My family, including my parents and older brother, died then. The town of Nouvelle is now an ash heap. The 6 great families decreed this to be the end of my house. We have no title, no subjects, no land. Everything I was to inherit has been taken from me. What I require is an achievement so grand that our next ruler would be forced to recognize it. And then, House Nouvelle will take its rightful place among the elite class once more. You understand that to collaborate with me towards such a grand purpose is a high honor, don't you? But Good night. I expect to see you bright and early tomorrow.
You know, I think in my my off-camera playthrough, I've accidentally found probably my favorite pairing of characters, and that is Shamir with Hubert. They're actually really fun together.
Oh, Chatterbox, it's you. Do you need this room for something? Should I leave? What do you mean? With me here, you won't be able to focus on whatever you're doing. Alright, if you're sure. You're a strange one, you know that?
How so?
Earlier, people couldn't leave fast enough. They ran away like I was a bad smell. I should be used to that sort of thing by now, but... well, it stung a little bit. Are you making fun of me? I'm sure you've heard the rumors just like everyone else. A girl who summons monsters when she sighs. That's not the kind of thing people keep to themselves. Anyway, I prefer solitude. It's easier that way. You really didn't know? Yeah, the rumors are true as heck. That's why the knight stuck me in Abyss. If anything was going to happen, better down there than up here. That was the idea anyway. Oh, you had that look on your face. The yikes, get this creep away from me look. It's okay, I'll leave. Look how dangerous I am after all. You wouldn't want to be left alone with someone like me. Who knows? Maybe I'll get exasperated and without thinking I'll start to... Sorry to scare you, Chatterbox. I don't usually do that. Guess I haven't been getting enough sleep. Everybody talking about me like I'm some freak. It's been bothering me. It doesn't matter. Gossip is petty and a waste of energy, so there's no need for me to pay it any mind. The funny thing is, all this drama has made me more likely to lose my cool. If that happens, you'll help me out, right?
All right, but yeah, like I was saying, I really like the pairing of Shamir and Hubert. They've got oddly, what's the term? They've got oddly complementary kind of personalities. Hey, Balthus got A+.
It's starting to feel like a part of one step before the next.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
I get it!
Practice makes perfect.
Alright, well, if, you know, you haven't kind of gotten the rhythm of how things are going, I'm going to do a battle now. Real quick before we do that, I'm going to make sure... Raphael, what's your chance to become a Great Knight? It's at 90 right now. I think that's worth the Master Seal. There you go, baby.
Yeah!
Alright, he's good. I can't remember. Did I? Yep, made her a Wyvern Lord already. She's already a Bow Knight. What's his... he's at a 70. I'm not willing to take the shot at a Master Seal with that just yet. I don't have an Abyss Exam Pass. Even though we're at a 50-50, you know. Oh, that's right. I already tried twice in the last video. It's still kind of annoying that, you know, I tried twice. It's 50%. You know, you'd think that I'd, you know, one of those would have worked. She's already a Dark Flyer. I know I do this every goddamn time, but I've got so many characters. You know, I've got to keep checking exactly what my plan is. Mercedes is already the Holy Knight. Annette, I don't think she's, yeah, 30%. Yeah, I'm still pretty far away. She's already a falcon. Not using them. I'm keeping as a sniper. Anna, they're all at their spot. Okay. That's it. We're good to go. I'm going to do a battle, and we will pick up in the main mission.
Are you enjoying this lovely day, Dorte? Everyone seems to be in such good spirits.
Marianne, do you have a moment?
Oh, Ferdinand. What do you need?
I have been thinking about what you said.
I didn't mean to upset you. You should just ignore me and...
You misunderstand. It is not that you upset me. Honestly, you mystify me. You are a noble, and yet you do not wish to be one. Is that not so? I did not expect to hear that from the daughter of Margrave Edmund.
But I'm not actually his daughter. He's a distant relative. We share very little of the same blood.
But still, you come from a noble lineage, do you not?
Oh, no. I'm just a minor noble from the countryside.
Minor though it may be, you were born into a noble family, which means you are a noble too. We did not choose to become nobles. We were born into the nobility.
I understand, but that's why I said I don't care to be responsible. I had no say in the matter.
Marianne,
My parents and I have suffered because of this bloodline and crest. Even so, I am prepared to do what I must, as the daughter of a noble family. But to be told that's still not enough, I just...
I see. I will not pretend to understand, but you should try to calm down a bit. Certainly, things did not turn out the way you had hoped, but the conditions are such that...
The conditions? Those will never change. There's nothing to do but give up. Please just leave. Ignore me.
There will be no convincing you. Very well. I will go.
Oh, Goddess. Why did you curse me with such suffering?
That doesn't feel good at all. Ugh, why did he have to punch me so hard?
Hey, Caspar. Something the matter?
Oh, hi, Hilda. Yeah, I just got in a little fight. No big deal. Definitely won.
Your face is all swollen. That looks painful. Come on, let's get you to the infirmary.
No, that's really too much. Like I said, I'm fine.
Don't argue, just come along. You look ghoulish.
Huh? Maybe it's worse than I thought. Whatever. It can't hurt to have it looked at.
There, that should do it. You'll be all right now.
Great. Thanks, Hilda. I had no idea you were so good at this.
I always tended to my big brother's wounds, so I have lots of experience. I'm curious, though. Why are you always getting into fights? You really got hurt. Surely it would have been better not to bother.
It's not like I go looking for fights, and I'm not always the one who starts them. There are just a lot of guys in this world who won't listen to reason. Somebody's gotta beat some sense into them.
So that's why you're always picking fights. Why not ignore them, or ask someone else for help?
Maybe that's how you'd handle it, but I can't just look the other way.
How very gallant. But maybe you should try showing a little restraint.
You really think that?
Yes, I do. I don't think you can solve all your problems by throwing a few punches. The world's a big place. At this moment, all over Fodlan, countless people are in some kind of trouble. But they'll figure things out one way or another, even without you there. Try to hold back and see what happens. Maybe you'll be surprised. Besides, if you're always picking fights, you might get so badly injured that you can't protect me.
Now that's a good point right there. I guess I could give this whole restraint thing a shot.
That was some good sleep. How nice it is to enjoy the sunrise all by my...
Good, you're finally awake.
Ah! Who's that? Oh no, I'm falling. Oh no, I'm emoting! Calm.
Wait, no! That hurt.
You're telling me? Do you normally start your day by startling people out of trees?
Not normally, no. Sorry, but I couldn't wait.
Couldn't wait? It's so early. You must have stayed up all night.
Huh, I suppose I did. How unusual. That's what happens when you get carried away with research. Then I remembered what we talked about, so I've been waiting here for you to wake up.
Well, here I am, wide awake. How can I help you?
I found an interesting document about Saint Timotheus. There are some fascinating things down in that place you and your buddies call home.
Timotheus? That's...
The saint whose major crest you bear. His bloodline was believed to have died out 1,000 years ago. It's theorized that your crest and the crest of Lamine have similar powers. Oh, Lamine was one of the 10 elites. Here's the best part. Turns out this Timotheus guy had the power to summon beasts.
I'm listening.
Take a look at this passage. The writing's kind of antiquated, but at least it's legible.
Saint Timotheus could converse fluently with birds and land-born beasts, and he considered these creatures his friends. He sometimes rode over hills atop an obliging deer, or called wolves to encircle him in battle. His sigh, inflected with the power of the Nightbringer's star, was immensely sonorous.
Nice recitation. So, there you go.
That's just how people from my village write.
Is that so? Huh. Anyway, this obviously reminded me of you and your situation. You clearly have this same astral power, but to an excessive degree. And for some reason, it only manifests for you when you sigh.
Does that mean you can fix it?
Oh goodness, no. Or I should say, it's unlikely. There's next to no documentation about this stuff. And I don't know nearly enough about the other crests either. And Timotheus, again, nothing to go on. It's near impossible to unravel, so don't get your hopes up.
You know me. I'm good at keeping my expectations nice and low.
Okay, now that you know the technique, go ahead and solve this problem.
Ah, I've got it. Finally.
See? Isn't it fun to learn?
Absolutely. You're great at this, you know. You really seem to have all the answers. I wish I could study and just soak up knowledge like you. How did you get so good at this?
Well, studying was something of a necessity for me.
What do you mean?
My father was one of the king's knights. One day, he never returned home. He just left without ever saying a word to me or my mother.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Losing a father so suddenly? I completely understand.
After he left, I thought a lot about where he might have gone. My father was a devout believer, so I was certain he must have come here, to Garreg Mach.
Here? Really?
That's why I was determined to gain acceptance into the academy. I needed to come here so I could search for my father. The problem was that I needed money to get in. Lots of it. And I didn't have any at all. So I entered the School of Sorcery and Ferdiad first, hoping I could somehow find a path here. I studied tirelessly until I finally earned myself a recommendation.
Oh, wow. So for you, studying has been like a way to meet your destiny.
Destiny, huh? Well, yes, but it's a bit embarrassing when you put it like that. Now I have other reasons for wanting to keep trying hard. I want to protect all of my friends and allies here. I'm studying hard so I can be as useful as possible to everyone I hold dear.
You've worked so hard. I really respect that. I'm going to follow your example.
Oof. Capsized the teapot. Tea leaves on the carpet. This'll be fun to clean up.
Hey, Hilda. Is something wrong?
Ignatz. I accidentally knocked over my teapot. I'd drunk all the tea already, thank the goddess, but the tea leaves went right into the carpet.
Oh, that's a mess. Here, let me help. I can leave stains if you're not careful.
But don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh no, don't worry. I'm on a break.
What's that in your hands? Oh, painting supplies. You were gonna go do some painting, weren't you?
Ah, yes. The weather's quite splendid, and I found a place where some gorgeous flowers are blooming. But the flowers aren't going anywhere this second. Let's clean this up.
Okay. Thanks, Ignatz, and sorry to keep you away from your painting.
That's okay. It didn't stain, at least. We picked all the leaves out of the carpet.
Still going painting? Or is it too late in the day?
No, I think time-wise it'll be fine. If you're not doing anything, Hilda, would you care to join me? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Forget what I said, I'm sure you're busy anyway.
You didn't let me say anything.
Well, no, but you didn't reply, so I thought you didn't want to.
I never said I didn't want to. I was just surprised. I'd love to see those pretty flowers you mentioned. I'm glad you invited me.
Oh, that's good. Wait, you're glad?
Of course I am. I like being invited to things, silly.
Right, of course. It's affirming.
Yeah, exactly. See? You get it. So there's no need to worry that an invitation is burdening someone. It feels good to be asked.
Of course. Well then, in addition to seeing the flowers with me, would you like to help with my painting?
I wouldn't want to screw up your opus. I'm not much of a painter.
No, I meant that I'd like to paint you, with the flowers all around you. Oh, that's too much, isn't it? Forget I said anything.
Silly, you didn't even let me answer. But you're right, I'm not up for that.
I'm sorry,
I'm not up for that, unless your painting of me will look really, really cute. Can you make that happen?
Huh? Yes, of course. I'll paint you cute as a button.
Good. Shouldn't be too hard. I can feel a very cute smile coming on. Found you! Hello, Lysithia.
Hilda? What's that box you're holding? It's making me nervous for some reason.
Your big sister Hilda's here, and she's going to make you look all grown up.
I, don't recall ever asking you to.
That's right. I knew exactly what you needed. You didn't have to ask. Now take a seat. With makeup, you can't just pick your favorite colors. You must choose colors that suit you and the occasion. If you'll be up close and personal, if you're going to a ball, for example, you want to keep it subtle. On the other hand, if you're going to be on stage, the colors should be overt.
I've never used makeup before. It sounds complicated.
Let's put up your hair to show off your neck. But we'll leave a few strands hanging to make you look more vulnerable.
Why would I want to appear vulnerable? I don't want to be attacked.
Oh, this is for wooing, not warring. When you're older, you might understand the importance of looking a little vulnerable.
You're treating me like a child. But I guess it's mostly harmless.
Now, when you're standing, put your non-dominant foot a step back. It looks more elegant. When sitting, don't lean back, but don't slouch either. And ensure at all times you're gracefully extending your fingers.
Gracefully extending? Suddenly standing and sitting are an exhausting activity. Hilda, that's enough. This is wearing me out.
I knew you had potential. You'll go far, my darling. A couple of years to develop your charms, and no girl will outmatch you. I'm not sure I'm cut out for this type of thing. Oh, believe me, you are. With a little help from me, you'll have men falling at your feet. No thanks. You're more suited to such things. I'll leave it to you. I haven't the time or the energy to fuss over how I'm perceived. Even with my best efforts, I'll never be as good at this as you are. Still, this was rather fun. Thank you, Hilda. She really is brimming with untapped potential. When she smiles like that, wow, even my heart skips a beat. Here. I patched up the clothes you gave me.
Hey, thanks. You've helped me a lot lately. I feel like I should be doing this stuff myself. But ever since you patched up my sleeve, I've been really interested in your craft.
Craft? You mean my embroidery?
Yeah. When I saw what you were doing, I thought, what the heck is that? But it turned out to be a nice touch, once I was actually wearing it. Practical, too. When you're embroidering, you patch up the torn parts with new cloth, right? And that strengthens it, so the same part won't break as easily next time.
I'm glad you like it. At first, I felt like you thought it was stupid. I was worried you secretly hated me or something. It made me pretty scared to show you my stitching.
Sorry. I should have told you I liked it. Thanks, Bernadetta. I'm glad I asked for your help.
Oh, it's nothing.
What'd you make this time? A hornet, huh? You do like the scary critters, don't you?
It zips out from the trees and strikes, just like you.
I sting like a hornet, do I? Actually, I like that. You know, you ought to be more confident.
What?
You're good enough at sewing that you can make a living out of it. You should take pride in that. Your skills would be really useful to the war effort, too. We're always needing equipment mended.
Useful? Oh, no. I'm completely useless. Even more so on the battlefield.
Oh, that's not true at all. You've been a great help. Maybe I'm a better fighter, but I've got nowhere near the same skill at sewing. We can help each other. Isn't that what friends do?
Friends? We're friends?
Hey, come on. I know you're not the most confident, but this is getting silly. Of course we're friends. I completely trust you.
Leonie?
Yeah?
Get your clothes torn up as much as you want. I'll always be here to patch them right up.
Right, for sure. But I wasn't just talking about embroidery, you know.
Hey, Caspar. Care to join me for tea?
Again? Well, let's make it quick. I gotta get some training in eventually.
More training? Don't you get tired of it?
No, I don't get tired of working toward my goals, unlike you.
Me? What do you mean?
Your quest for the perfect husband. I haven't seen you wasting time with any dull-looking guys lately.
Oh, that. Maybe I just found something worth staying in for.
You mean in the monastery? This place is a dump compared to what it was 5 years ago.
That's not what I'm talking about. Honestly, Caspar, you don't understand women at all.
Well, excuse me. Maybe I'm just another dull guy.
That must be why you don't pick up on how I feel.
What?
When I'm around you, I feel like, well, like I can always be myself. I don't need to act differently or flirt or lie. I can just be me. I always said you were little brother material, but when we're alone like this, the idea of marriage...
Nope. Hold it right there. I'm gonna need a minute. I was not ready for this.
Caspar, settle. You might be getting the wrong idea. I was only saying, when I'm with you like this, I can forget all about marriage and just be friends.
Huh? Right. Of course.
Though I suppose relationships like that can also lead to marriage.
Now I know you're messing with me.
I'm not trying to tease. I was just thinking out loud. If neither of us ever find our special someone, it might not be so bad to settle down and spend the rest of our lives together. What do you think?
I haven't really thought about that. I'm not really the romance type. Spending the rest of my life with you doesn't sound so bad, though. But why are we even talking about this? There's no way you won't find someone great.
Stranger things have happened.
Either way, no point in worrying about it now. I'm plenty happy with our current situation. Let's just focus on staying good friends.
Good idea. Here's to us. Caspar, how have you been?
Oh, Shamir. I've been normal. Yep, totally normal.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything's normal.
Then you should try to act like it. If something is bothering you, say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm disappointed, Caspar. I thought you were the type to always speak your mind.
All right, fine. You got me. Truth is that I heard something about you. I heard you fought in the battle between the Empire and Dagda.
Yes. And?
And I heard that you maybe lost someone important in that battle.
Perhaps. What's your point?
No point. Not trying to make a point. I just didn't know you were involved in all that. I was hoping we could be friends, but you fought against the Empire. You obviously have every reason to hate them, so I'm sure you don't want me around.
What does my past have to do with you?
My father was responsible for a lot of what happened to the Dagdans.
Are you responsible for your father's actions?
Well, no, but kinda. I know I wasn't there, but I gotta...
Bring them back.
Huh?
If you're responsible, then bring back the lives that were lost. If you can't, then spare me your pity.
But...
Yesterday's enemy is today's ally. You have to abandon old feuds. Only then can you face me as a friend. Ingrid, do you have a moment? We're going to perform an opera in the cathedral. We are? Yes! It's a small one, but I need some volunteers. Let me tell you, Alois is very excited. He's already doing a ton of work for the show.
I see. What's it about?
Classic opera fare. A tragic love story. A princess who falls in love with a handsome commoner. But our princess, she carries the fate of her country on her shoulders. And no matter how in love she is, she can't just marry whoever she wants. Or can she?
That's quite a story. Sounds tragic and beautiful. Who will be playing the princess?
Me. I was a singer in an opera company, though I hope I'm not being too presumptuous casting myself. Even if you're not interested in being part of the production, you will come to see it, won't you? I'm asking everyone to dress up properly. I want it to be a stylish and elegant night.
That does sound quite lovely. And I do want to go, but
Please, don't worry if you can't make it. I understand we're doing this on such short notice.
No, it's not that. I just... I struggle with the elegant part of things. I don't really do myself up in elegant clothing and makeup and such.
If fashion's your concern, lady, you're in luck.
I am?
If you don't dress for the occasion, no one will take you seriously. But don't worry about a thing. I'll happily work my magic on you. When it's time, I'll meet you in your room. We'll make you the most beautiful woman in the theater.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
it's decided. This meat is the best meat. Although the other inn has pretty great offerings as well.
Ah, if it isn't Ingrid. What are you up to in a place like this?
Yuri, I could ask you the same.
I'm just out to send a little money to my family. Gotta help however I can, you know?
Oh, that's very nice of you. Forgive my tone earlier. You truly set a noble example.
Right. Anyhow, looked like I interrupted you. You nearly choked on that wad of meat you were gnawing on.
Right. That is true, I suppose. You know,
What is it you're mumbling about?
Nothing. Anyway, you once worked for House Rowe, didn't you? 9 years ago, when I visited Count Rowe at his castle, I swore I saw you by his side.
Quite the sharp memory you have. You aren't mistaken. I was staying there then, yes. I had been adopted by the Count.
Oh? Come to think of it, I thought I'd heard something like that. That the Count had adopted a distant relative of his. A young man whose future was both bright and promising. So, that was you?
Yep. Although now, I'm nothing more than a distant stranger to him. Our ties were severed a while ago. He helped me out by getting me into the academy. It wasn't long after that that we started having all sorts of disagreements. What the hell were you doing visiting House Row anyhow?
Yes, that. How to put it? It was to help clean up after a friend.
Ah, you speak of Sylvain. That must have been quite the mess you were cleaning up. Back to the point. What are you doing out here? Do you frequent this area often?
Mind your business, won't you? I just like to go for walks, get fresh air, that sort of thing.
Easy now. I'm not interrogating you. Really, I just wanted to warn you that it isn't so safe here in the evenings. You'll want to be on your guard.
I thank you for your concern, but I assure you I can handle myself.
Noted. Oh yeah, the innkeeper also wanted me to thank you. He wanted to thank you for being such an enthusiast for the food he sells. Seemed pretty happy about it.
Is that so? How very... Well, I'd better be off.
Seems she doesn't want anyone seeing her with a face full of food. Too late.
Hey guys, real quick here, I've decided I'm gonna call this video here. Look, it's getting late, it's really hot in this room right now, and I've got a feeling that this battle is gonna actually take a while to actually complete. And that, because I decided to show some supports, there we go, AJ Enunciate. Because I decided to show those supports just so I could start building up supports, because I think somebody told me that we've only got another, I think, 3 chapters after this one, so I want to try and make sure I get all the A supports for all the characters. I don't want to have A supports and all that stuff. I want to make sure I get that done before the end of the campaign. What was I talking about? Jesus Christ, like I said, it's really fucking hot in this room right now. I'm going to wait for it to cool down before I finish off. But like I said, with all that stuff, plus this mission, I think it would all take too long. So I'm going to kind of call this like an interlude chapter. So part 39 will actually be the next video. Next video, we will actually hop through this chapter and or hop through this mission and yeah, keep going. So guys, thanks for watching. Social media's in the description. Like, comment, not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned when I say. Until then, my name's AJ Gills. This is Thumbtack Game Channel. I'm out.